hold on. I don't know where you all are. YouTube Studio. Studio. Okay, so over here. Hello, Gail B. Hi, Deborah Vancouver. Now, hello, Julianne Gonzalez. Hi, Lark E. Hi, Debbie D. Hi, Gianna Marie. Hey, that all rhymed. That was good. Hi, Carolyn P. That's still rhyming, and I just sent you a message. Good to see you. Chris Ree, we're still rhyming. Robbity Bub. You ruined it all tonight. Sorry. We were doing good, right? It's okay, Robbity Bub. Don't feel bad. Okay. Hi, Juju Bees. You're just here listening. You're not going to talk to us? Okay. Hi, Baby Beth. Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. All right. Let's get with the program. 3 children shot dead in Maryland. So crazy. And so senseless, right? Deputies are investigating a deadly shooting happened in Maryland in the far northeast corner Friday morning, and it left 5 people, including 3 children, dead. Cecil County Sheriff Scott Adams said a 911 call came in around 9:19 a.m. from a man who said that 3 children and a woman had been fatally shot. The 911 call was short. Chief Deputy Gerald Widows said he hung up. We called back several times and there was no answer. Deputies arrived at the home about 10 minutes after the call and found a man dead inside a detached garage and a semi-automatic handgun near his body. Inside the home, they found the bodies of the woman and children who were homeschooled and in the 5th, 7th, and 8th grades. The sheriff said the authorities were having some difficulty notifying the man's next of kin, so the names of all the victims were being held for the time being. We are not calling it a murder-suicide yet, and there was no records of any calls to that address, for CPS or 911 or whatever. Deputies have secured a search warrant for the residence, and they're looking for further clues to this tragic shooting. There was a dog and 2 cats in the home, apparently uninjured, and they were all taken by the Cecil County Animal Services. 4 area schools were temporarily put on code yellow, and that's a heightened state of awareness. Now let's see what else we can find out about this. It's very sad, and look at how close this house is to this house where this occurred. So let's see what we can find out now. Okay, so let's see. The Cecil County Sheriff's Office is investigating an apparent, now they're calling it a murder-suicide, after 2 adults and 3 children were found dead inside an Elk Mills home Friday morning. The Cecil County Sheriff Scott Adams said this is a tragic and terrible day for our county and our community. Said that during a news conference on Friday afternoon. And anytime you have a loss to these levels, any loss is terrible, but a loss of this level, which is not a common thing, is certainly not a common thing here in Cecil County. It's tragic and terrible and takes a long time for people to process. Let's see. The sheriff said the family's next of kin were still not notified. authority. Okay, so we're still not saying that their next of kin was notified. Let's see what else we have. Elk Mills. Okay, let's see. We've got another report here. Counseling has been provided to first responders. The sheriff addressed the trauma to them and the entire community. He said, "My phone hasn't stopped ringing from people who are concerned about this and upset about this." He asked for prayers for anybody involved in this who responded or may have been involved with this. Police said several neighboring schools were placed on a heightened state of alert after the 911 call, but there is currently no threat to the community. They said it was too early to call this case a murder-suicide, but they are doing this now, from what I can see on the articles. A neighbor said a family lives in the house. They moved in about 2 years ago. Family was a remarkable, beautiful family. They truly were, he said. He recalled seeing the children go out for walks with the dogs and cats. As you can tell from out back, they had a lot of fun things to play with. They enjoyed themselves here. It was a new start for them. Residents are in shock. "I just heard that 5 people were shot and killed, and that's all I heard. It's terrible," one man said. People in the small Cecil County community, which is just miles from the Delaware state line, knew something was terrible wrong when their quiet street suddenly got busy. "I was actually here around 9:30 this morning just seeing all these cops come, and as soon as I saw the yellow tape, I knew that means someone's gone," said one neighbor. The neighbor who lives on the back end of the home where all the victims were found said the children may have been homeschooled, and he often saw them outside together. "They're my neighbors. They used to play around here all the time, and they had a dog too, but I don't know much more. All I know is they're gone." Residents are now left shaken as they wait to find out why this happened. "It's very shocking around here, you know, especially when you have 5 people. One resident said, "That's crazy." Let's see here. Kevin Leonard gifted 10 memberships. Wow, Kevin Leonard, that's very nice that you did that. And welcome to Freebird. Gee, is that our Freebird that used to be here all the time? I don't know. Jen Grill, welcome to membership. Elizabeth W., Pepper Lee, Robin Sparrow. Recliner Detective, Hurricane Hunter. Very nice. Hi, Whisper to Me. Oh, Petty Patty was gifted a membership. And LMNW was gifted a membership. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Kevin. That was very sweet. Hi, Justina. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can get some more, a little more information. Here's another view of the house. Doesn't look like there's that much more information right now. Let me just see one other thing, because sometimes, let me see. Now here's something interesting. There's a for sale sign over here. Is this on their house? And does that have anything to do with, could have been that they were, I don't know. I'm wondering on that when I see that for sale sign. I'm wondering if there was a financial crisis or something, or maybe a transfer that wasn't agreed upon, or what, if that is indeed in that residence, or if that may be in a residence across the way. I don't know.
Try this strange 10-second technique tonight to revert.
Be quiet. Let me see something here. I'm trying to see what I can glean from something here. I mean, are they still unable to locate the next of kin? I don't think that for sale sign, unless it's the backup, no. I don't think it's in that house. The house that they were in. Because their house that they were in has like a brick face on it. I don't know. We'll have to follow up on that later. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay. What is this now? A Missouri man has been ordered to remain in jail under suicide watch after disturbing details were shared in court in connection with the death of his 6-year-old daughter. The St. Joseph police said they were called to the scene about a suspicious person acting erratically at 6:30 a.m. on September 2nd. Investigators found the body of the little girl, Jocelyn Beechner, inside a Buchanan County house and arrested Dustin L. Beechner. According to the Buchanan County Circuit Court records, police found the child under a white sheet after Beechner led them to her body, which was hidden on the roof of the residence. She had been beaten badly with an aluminum baseball bat, oh my gosh, by Beechner, prosecutors said, who was identified as her father. Beechner, who already has 2 domestic violence charges on his record, was ordered to stay in jail and returned to court on September 14th for a bond review. He was still on probation for the domestic violence charges when he allegedly killed his daughter. We talked about this case before because you all recognize the guy probably. I've been doing good for a year and a half in recovery, Beechner said at the court hearing. Some things have been going on in my life. Yeah, you killed your daughter with a baseball bat. Some things. Associate Circuit Court Keith Marquette stopped Beechner mid-sentence and reminded him that anything he said in court could be used against him. Candlelight vigil will be held in the child's honor on September 15th at the Remington Nature Center at 7:30 p.m. Wow. And they put her on the roof. Larky is a member for 28 months. Thanks for bringing quality content, Carolyn. Oh, you're welcome, Larky. Thank you. Okay, now let's see. That's really crazy, isn't it? Let's see. Alex Murdaugh. Let's see what this is going to be about. A wrongful death lawsuit from the family of 19-year-old Mallory Beach, who died when Paul Murdaugh, son of Alex Murdaugh, crashed his family's boat while allegedly drunk, will go to trial in October, but without the disgraced South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh, Paul's father. The family of Mallory Beach sued Alex Murdaugh and the owners of a convenience store that allegedly sold the underage Paul Murdaugh alcohol hours before the February 24th, 2019 crash. On Wednesday, the Hampton County Judge Daniel Hall granted a motion to sever Parker's cooperation and CEO Gregory Parker from Murdaugh in the suit. That trial is now set to begin on October 10th. The Beaches, however, are not pleased. The Beach family wants to hold everyone who contributed to the death of their daughter accountable in one trial, said the Beach family attorney Mark Tinsley. At this point, I plan on asking the judge to reconsider his ruling in hopes that the family won't be put through 2 full trials. The lawsuit alleges that the now deceased Paul Murdaugh used his mother's credit card and his older brother's ID to buy alcohol at Parker's before slamming the boat into a bridge piling. And when that happened, Mallory Beach was tossed into the water. Her body wasn't found until 8 days later, and it was about 5 miles from the bridge where they crashed. The lawsuit claims that Parker and employees at the store knew that Paul Murdaugh was underage, and that his father knew that he was buying alcohol. Alex Murdaugh faces other lawsuits from passengers in the boat that night who accuse him of trying to intimidate them into saying someone else and not his son was driving. Alex is now charged with killing his son, Paul Murdaugh, and his wife, Paul's mother, Maggie Murdaugh, in a double homicide at the family's hunting lodge that happened on June 7th of 2021. Paul Murdaugh was awaiting trial on the boating while intoxicated charges at the time that he was killed. The investigation into the murders opened up a slew of investigations into Alex Murdaugh's financial dealings that ultimately cost him his job, his law license, and his freedom. He's been indicted on dozens of fraud counts, charges that he embezzled $8.5 million from clients and the law firm. He was also indicted in a failed suicide for hire scheme that aimed to allow his surviving son, Buster, to collect a $10 million life insurance policy. Murdaugh has pled not guilty to killing his wife and son and is in jail without bond. It's not clear when his part in the Beach lawsuit will come to trial. Okay, so there's a Netflix documentary, Sins of Our Mother. It's going to air 4 months before Chad and Lori Vallow go on trial. Let's see, it begins next week. And we've talked about this, so I wonder what it'll be like. So we're going to have to see what's going on. It's going to be related to the murders of Chad's wife Tammy and Lori's children J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. Sins of the Mother is going to start airing next week, so that looks like that's going to be movie night movies. It looks like, are they going to drop it one episode at a time and leave us waiting, or are they going to dump the whole thing? I don't know. But we'll see. Okay, now next on to... An off-duty California sheriff's deputy has been charged with murder in the deaths of a Dublin couple who were found dead in their home early Wednesday morning. Alameda County Sheriff's Deputy Devin Williams Jr., 24 years old, was allegedly dating the female victim, according to the court documents that cited Williams' father as the source. Police have not released the names of the victims, but said they were a married couple, a 58-year-old man and a 42-year-old woman. Investigators say the couple's teenage child and 2 other people were at the home at the time of the shooting. Dublin Police Chief Garrett Holmes said a 911 call came in at around 12:45 Wednesday. The caller said that there was an intruder that had come into the house that was brandishing a firearm and ultimately fired that firearm and killed 2 people in our community. The court documents said that an unnamed family member told arriving officers that the intruder was Devin and he's a cop. Williams fled the scene but called the Dublin Police Department around 11 hours later and spoke with Holmes for about 45 minutes. The chief convinced him to surrender. Okay, and I quoted him saying, during that conversation, we were able to keep him on the phone and direct the CHP units down to the area near Coalinga to take the suspect safely into custody. Williams appeared briefly in court on Friday, but the arraignment was delayed until next week. According to jail records, Williams has been charged with murder and multiple special circumstances attached. He's being held without bail. Texas detectives said on Wednesday that they believe the ex-NFL player Kevin Ware beat, strangled, and stabbed his girlfriend last year before burning her remains and then burying them. Kevin Ware, 40 years old, used a 4th unknown method to kill Taylor Pomaski, 29 years old, back in April of 2021. Her skeletal remains were discovered in a ditch in Harris County in December, and it took months to identify her body. Despite the investigators' claims, Pomaski's official cause and manner of death remain undetermined. On April 25, 2021, Pomaski reportedly disappeared from a party at a Harris County residence that she shares with Ware. On June 11th, U.S. Marshals arrested Ware for failing to report for bond supervision regarding previous gun and drug charges in an unrelated case in Montgomery County. Ware was formerly a tight end for the San Francisco 49ers. He is charged with murder and tampering with a corpse in connection with Pomaski's death. woman looks very familiar to me, this next woman. A Wyoming man has been captured in Mexico after Michigan police say he murdered a woman and left her in her apartment. Molly Schmidt, maiden name O'Meara, was last seen on August 21st at her Kent residence close to East Beltline Avenue Northeast and 5 Mile Road. The Kent County Sheriff's Department said that Schmidt's disappearance is unusual because she left behind her children. At the time of her disappearance, I believe we read about this, Kent police said Schmidt would be in the company of 44-year-old Yenli Garcia of Wyoming. It's not clear how the pair knew each other. According to a Michigan media source, police executed a search warrant at Garcia's Wyoming apartment and found that Schmidt was dead of a gunshot wound to the head. And after obtaining cell phone data, investigators determined that Garcia's phone was in the Ambassador Road area on August 21st, in the area where Schmidt was last seen. Search warrants indicated that Garcia was in the 2600 block of 44th Street Southwest on August 25th when he unsuccessfully tried to use the victim's bank card at an ATM. Inside Garcia's apartment, they say they found a 12-gauge shotgun along with an AR-15 rifle. Wyoming police announced this week that Garcia was captured in northern Mexico. U.S. Marshals and Mexican police reportedly worked together to bring the suspect into custody, and he is expected to be extradited back to Wyoming. Okay, a pursuit on Friday morning in Milwaukee ended with police arresting 2 young girls who allegedly stole a car. The incident happened at about 2:21 a.m. when Milwaukee officers spotted a car matching the description of a vehicle that had been reported stolen. When the officers tried to stop it, the driver reportedly sped away. The car ultimately crashed during the chase with the officers after a 15-year-old driver crashed into an unoccupied car on 34th and Juneau Avenue and then came to a stop on 27th and Juneau Avenue. Police said a 12-year-old girl was also inside. Both suspects sustained minor injuries and are expected to be okay. The older teen was taken to an area hospital for treatment while the younger child was treated at the scene. Great. All right, let's see. Family members have identified a young woman who was beheaded Thursday on a San Carlos street in Carina Castro. A 27-year-old mother of a 7-year-old girl and 1-year-old girl who worked at DoorDash. The suspect was previously identified. Okay, wrong, but we are doing the right one. Let's see. The father of Castro's 1-year-old daughter is the suspect, Jose Rafael Solano Landeta. And he goes by the name of Rafa Solana. Solano's arraignment is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. on Friday, and that was postponed. A California mother of 2 girls was beheaded on the street outside of her home just before noon by a man with a restraining order against, barring contact with the victim. Multiple witnesses saw the fatal attack in the San Francisco suburb of San Carlos, although the woman's children ages 7 and 1 were inside and did not see it. The deputies that first arrived on the scene were a little beset by the scene, San Mateo County Sheriff Lieutenant Eamon Allen said. We are providing them peer support. We are also providing support for witnesses that were on the scene as well, because there were several civilian witnesses. Police were circumspect about the circumstances of the brutal killing, saying only that the woman was killed by a stabbing instrument that has not been located. Law enforcement sources and witnesses said the victim was beheaded with a sword. The suspect was arrested when he came back to the scene of the crime. CPS took custody of the 2 girls along with the dog and 2 cats. Police have not released the name of the victim pending family notifications, but the suspect was identified as Jose Solano Landeada. He is believed to have been in an ongoing relationship with the victim, but she had taken out a temporary restraining order against him in April. Wow, that's very sad. We have this girl who they're searching for, an 11-year-old girl who disappeared on Thursday. Chicago police are searching for her and ask for your help in trying to find Annalise Perez, who was last seen in Rogers Park, located off of Tuffy Avenue in Chicago. The Chicago Police Department described the young girl as a Hispanic female who stands 5 feet tall and weighs about 125 pounds with brown eyes and black hair. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is urged to contact the Chicago Police Area 3 SVU at 312-744-8266. She's found. Now some more about Lori Vallow. Coalition of 33 news organizations filed a request on Thursday urging an Idaho judge to reject a motion to ban cameras from the courtroom during the upcoming trial of Colt's mom, Lori Vallow Daybell. Lori Vallow Daybell and her husband, Chad Daybell, are charged with the murder and conspiracy to commit murder in the deaths of Lori Vallow Daybell's 2 children, J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, and Chad Daybell's first wife, Tammy Daybell. Lori Vallow Daybell is also charged with conspiracy in the death of her 4th husband, Charles Vallow, just weeks before JJ and Tylee disappeared. Tammy Daybell died, and she and Chad Daybell were married. She died in bed. She faces that charge in Arizona, the one against Charles. Let's see. In a filing late last month, defense attorneys argued that banning cameras was appropriate because one news organization reportedly zoomed in on Lori Vallow Daybell's face during a hearing on August 16th. The zoom in on the defendant's face was so close that the obvious intent of the filming was not to listen to the arguments of counsel, but to gauge every facial expression of the defendant or her lawyers, said her attorneys Jim Archibald and John Thomas in their filing. The attorneys also said that video cameras could be used to zoom in on notes written between Vallow Daybell and her counsel. Defense counsel would ask that since media has abused their privilege to photograph and record the proceedings in a fair and reasonable manner, that cameras be banned from the courtroom. They suggested that still photography would be acceptable provided no zoom features were allowed. An attorney for the news organizations, however, argued that the defense claims are false and that technical staffers monitor the hearing feed to keep inappropriate information out. The public's confidence in the criminal justice system grows when the courtroom is open to all, including those who cannot physically attend. We reject any claim that the media has failed to comply with the court's orders, balancing the rights of Ms. Daybell with the transparency necessary to serve the public interest. Defense attorney, a hearing on the request to ban cameras is expected next week. Defense attorneys also asked Judge Boyce to send the conspiracy charges back to the grand jury because they were confusing, and to send the entire case back to the grand jury so they can decide whether the death penalty is merited. Boyce rejected both requests on Wednesday. Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell are expected to be tried together, with the trial beginning in January. Chicago police are looking for a man who offered a mother cash for her 5-year-old daughter and then tried to snatch the girl by the hair. Police say the incident took place just before noon on Thursday on West Fullerton Avenue on the city's northwest side. The mother and the girl got away from the man and called police. He's described as between 20 and 25 years old, 5'5" to 5'7", with a thin beard and bright red hair. He was last seen wearing a black t-shirt, red shorts, and a black hat. Anyone with information is asked to call detectives at 312-746-6554. Now, I just heard about this from Sandy, this little boy. So sad. But this is cyber bullies. North Carolina Middle School was shut down on Tuesday after an 8th grader died by suicide on campus. Wendell Middle School students were sent home after Austin Pendergrass, 13, died following a medical crisis on the school grounds. Officials did not disclose where or how the teenager died. Pendergrass's family told the media that he was bullied for the past couple of years. The signs were there, but the bullying, it was so bad. Just teach your kids to be kind, because kids can be so cruel, his mother commented. It's not just kids. His aunt said, "It's a shame that my nephew had to encounter what he did going to school. The school failed him." Let's see here. The boy's family has now confirmed that he has died of suicide. Family and friends gathered for a vigil on Wednesday night to pay tribute to the 8th grader donning his favorite color, red. "I just wish Austin knew all these people were there to support him." His mother was quoted, "I just wish he didn't feel so alone." She said she hoped his death would bring some awareness to other parents to check on their kids. Be mean. Go through their social media. Go through their phones, find out what's going on. Teach their kids to be kind to other kids, even if they're different. And just hug your kids a little tighter, she said. His aunt, Jessica Harris, also referenced bullying, telling the news outlet, "It's such a shame that my nephew had to encounter what he did going to the school, and that the school failed him. It is really sad that he left us, and we will forever cherish all of the memories, but unfortunately nothing is going to bring our baby back. Nothing," she said. Wake County officials have said they are looking into the bullying allegations, but no further details about it were immediately made available. His on-campus death occurred the same day school officials met to discuss suicide awareness for Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. So sad. An arrest warrant was issued for the stepmother of missing New Hampshire girl Harmony Montgomery for reportedly failing to appear in court. 32-year-old failed to show up in a Manchester courtroom in connection with charges against her for allegedly lying to the government and keeping Harmony's benefits, despite the child being missing. The state's bail arguments in the past, and she was held on Valley Street Jail for some time. Senior Assistant Attorney General Jesse O'Neill said, given the circumstances of the case and the history here, the state felt that a request for a warrant was appropriate. Montgomery's attorney, Paul Garrity, said he hopes Montgomery will be allowed bail if she's arrested. Eventually, I expect she's either going to turn herself in or be picked up on the warrant, said the defense attorney. The court will then set bail, and hopefully that bail will be set that allows Kayla to remain free. If not, we'll continue forward with the case. Meanwhile, Harmony Montgomery is still missing. Court documents released earlier this year indicated that police received a call from Harmony's biological mother, Crystal Sorey, on November 18th of 2021, who claimed that her daughter was missing. Crystal said that Harmony's father, Adam, had physical custody of the little girl and she couldn't get in touch with him. She added that she lost custody of Harmony in 2018 due to drug issues, and Adam, according to Crystal, blocked her calls and blocked her from social media and didn't allow her to speak with Harmony after Easter of 2019. Adam Montgomery, who denied having any involvement with his daughter's disappearance, remains in jail on weapons charges. Officials announced earlier this year that Harmony was likely a victim of homicide. All around. And then remember that paralegal that said she was going to be late. Nobody knew where she was. And, well, alcohol intoxication reportedly played a role in the death of a Texas woman who was found dead in her car 3 weeks after her disappearance. And still, what about that other woman that disappeared that they had the video of? Remember, with the dog? Christina Powell, 39, whose body was discovered in a car parked outside of Huebner Oaks Shopping Center in San Antonio on July 23rd, reportedly died from hyperthermia. The medical examiner ruled her death an accident. She was last seen leaving the San Antonio home she shared with her mother and son on July 5th. She had reportedly called her employer, told them she would be late to work, but she never arrived, and she also left her cell phone and smartwatch at home. She was located in the front passenger seat. Her body was discovered by a security guard who told police that her car had been parked there for a week and was emitting a foul odor. In his vehicle, police reportedly located a purse that contained Powell's identification. Very sad. Okay, I think we've reached the end of the headlines for today. Let's see. Okay, there's all my friends. All right, so there we go. But TBTG. I don't know, Julianne. What is that? TBTJ. I can't even talk tonight. I'm so tired. I have to confess, I'm thinking of one thing right now. That's my massage chair. anyway. Oh, thanks be to God. Okay, got you. So, the massage chair's calling. What's up with everybody on panel? Anybody have any reactions to the headlines? You know what I was going to ask Linda? Have you heard any more from that Love Notes TLC? She hasn't posted a video in like, a regular video. I don't know if she's done a short in like 4 days. Is everything all right with her? Has she been arrested? What's going on? Anybody know about the Love Notes?
I did just have a bit of slight reaction. Just broke out in a little bit of a rash, but seems to be okay.
Okay. Well, that's good. As long as you got that under control.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's good. Do I not do shows anymore? Well, what do you mean by shows? Do you mean my Irish dancing shows? I am trying to do those only in local theater. Or are you talking about my skits that I perform? I've done a lot of that in the local theater. You ever go to the Forestburg Playhouse? I don't know if you're from New York. I'm doing a lot of shows like that. I have some other premieres coming out, Rambling Recruiter, and I have a new true crime series coming out. You might be very interested in that. And I'm finally getting to that series on my blog that's coming out, that expose. You might be really interested in that. Yeah. But I'm doing a little Irish river dance. I might bring it to YouTube. I'm not sure yet. I have to think about it. Yeah, I like it. I got some new Irish river dancing shoes. They're really cool.
I want to see that.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I think I'm going to bring it. I do need some backup dancers.
Where's Carol Lucy?
Yeah, I'm hoping
I'll
Carol
do it.
Lucy.
Do it.
You'll do it? Yeah, we'll get nice matching
No
dresses.
good, but I'll do it.
But we'll get matching dresses and really cool shoes.
You just have to practice a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll do that in the private Zoom.
Visioning lots of sequins. Lots
Yes.
of sparkle sequins. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The older you get, the more bows and sequins you need, so I'm down for that.
Right. You'll be a backup, Nicole? Great.
Oh, yeah.
Great. That'll be good. We'll call it the Irish Rambler dance instead of river dance.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Kevin can be like our lucky little leprechaun.
Oh, because I think you enjoy my content, Rambling Recruiter. Why else would you be here if you didn't enjoy my riveting content? Okay, so I'm just telling you, it's going to be a really great series. Wouldn't you be interested in this expose series? I think you would be.
Riveting content and river dancing content.
Yes, absolutely.
I'd rather you didn't write about me, Carolyn. Could you find another topic?
Don't worry, it's not about you, Sharon.
Oh, okay.
I have all of your stuff, that only comes out
Oh,
if you
do
try to
you?
leave.
What's it cost to get it back?
No, it's just collateral, remember I told you?
Your soul.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's
Yeah.
okay, you're not leaving, and it's yeah.
No, I'm dancing. Are you kidding? I volunteered
Right.
to dance.
I know. Hi, Ellen. How are you? How are you? Hi, Foxy in the box. Hey, good to see you. How's it going?
Hi, Foxy.
Oh, hold on a minute, Julianne. I'll put the Zoom link in. Hold on, okay? Do. You didn't ask the wrong question. I think you asked the right question, Rambling Recruiter. I'm very happy to share that with you. It makes my heart happy. I love telling you about upcoming things that I'm working hard on.
Of course,
Thank
we
you. I
are
appreciate
rehearsing,
you
and
asking.
Kevin Leonard is in charge of all of contracts.
Yes, I am really
You
glad
want to
you
join?
asked.
Kevin's the manager, right?
Yeah, join us if you want.
He's the manager, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should talk to Kevin Leonard right now.
Yeah, he works for 10%.
Kevin Leonard.
Uh-huh.
He crosses-
Oh,
He makes
50.
sure all the eyes are
Yeah, we
crossed
don't
and T's
know.
are dotted.
It all depends. on him.
Okay, Julianne, now you'll be able to find it. There you go.
Of course, we are so happy.
We are so happy. I'm glad it
Oh,
shows.
yeah.
I'm glad it shows. Aren't you happy, Rambling Recruiter?
Oh, and you, our wardrobe is
We got a lot.
Jesus.
We got a lot
Those
of donations for our
Yeah.
wardrobes. You should see. They wanted us to be dressed nicely. It's really nice. The money was just pouring in for that.
Yeah, I know.
We have the best community ever.
Yeah.
They always want to see us
Designers
happy.
are fighting all over each other to sign our dresses
Yes.
and our shoes. Oh, wow.
It's all about shoes, you know.
It is.
It really is.
It is. How's it going, Foxy and the Boxy? What's new? What's new, Pussycat? Oh. Thank you, Liz Tops, for the super sticker. Love the dancing. All new costumes for the fall tour. And you said that
Kevin!
Kevin said we got surplus on all the costumes he couldn't believe how much the best community on YouTube gave. He just
I
said
love
they
the,
surpassed what they would imagine. They really want us dressed well.
An autumn flapper.
And guess
Love
what?
it.
It's enough to also rent a bus for tour and to get it wrapped with one of those really great stickers that's going to say Ramblers and stuff. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, jazz hands. Yeah, we're gonna have Irish river dancing hands.
Rock and ramble.
Yeah, ramble it up. But the bus is going to be really nice. Fall tour's coming up, and we're all about working to plan the beach trip for the spring. So I know some of you have written me and say, I want to be included in the beach trip. Don't worry about it. As soon as we start ironing out the details and the dates and everything, we are going to get in touch with all of you. Okay? It is Rambling Recruiter. Thank you for validating it. We appreciate it.
We might have to get more than one house.
We probably will because there's a lot of people
But I'll
that want
bet
to
you
go.
could get them side by side.
We probably can if we do it early enough.
Yep.
We'll talk
That
to the
one next
realty
to
because
us
they
is
really
pretty
like
nice.
us. The realtor really
Yeah.
likes us, and so does the
Yeah.
family that rents the house. So I think we probably could rent out 3 or 4 in a row.
You think?
Yeah,
Because
they're all by-
there
Better,
are
a lot of
update
them
my
are by the
passport.
for
same
sure in a
realtor,
row.
and then we could accommodate everybody because we're getting a lot
There's
of
at
people.
least 3 in a row for sure. All by the same company.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we're about
After
to
my
sign with
passport run out during
Netflix
Yuki.
our entire show. The Ramblerettes.
yeah. I
The
think
ones,
that,
the ones
I
I'm
think-
talking about are in
well,
the direct.
yeah, the realty said they want to talk to a local production company about us going down, like how we all met on the internet. And we went down, and then we're going again, and we're renting out these houses. They want to do like a little feature on us.
Yeah.
That'll be fun,
Yeah, do. Yeah.
right? Thank you, Rambling Recruiter. I'm glad you're sharing our joy with us. We love
Yeah,
supporting
we're
each
so
other.
happy.
How everyone, the exciting thing is how everybody from around the whole world comes together.
And lots of shells.
The
you know,
town
and
will
I
be
have-
tickled pink if we get 3 housefuls because
But
we can all go as one to every different restaurant every night. Spread the love.
yeah, and
But
I'm thinking, Sharon, when you fly in, that we should pick up. Maybe we should get like a 15 passenger van, and that way we could pick up ramblers along the way. You know what I mean? On the way down, like
we could do that.
Danielle and but there's other ramblers that want to come like right along the East Coast there.
That sounds like a plan.
We have one, well, and we don't have to have
Then-
15 passengers, but we'll have lots of room for shells, too.
Of course.
You better get a bus license.
But other people could fly into that airport with you and drive down with us, right?
Yeah.
If we have a
And
15
it-
passenger
and
van.
it's a premiere.
Hi,
It's
Angela.
breaking news, but it's a worldwide tour.
Yeah, and it'll be fun, and we could do some like removable cricket decals for that van, Sharon. That could say celebration, second
Oh,
annual
yeah,
celebration. Come
We could do
on,
that. Why
right?
not?
Celebrate good
Sure,
times with us,
sure.
and yeah.
Celebrate good time. Woohoo!
Sure, rough and ready. Do you want us to pick
Come
you up on
on.
the way? That probably can be arranged if that's how we do that.
You're going to have
Somebody
to pick
bring
me
me
up from
sewing
the airport.
machine. I'll make a quilt while we're there.
Everyone
and
and
ramble
Robbie
along.
are going also. They're participating.
Yes,
Proceeds
Ruff
go
is
to
going.
charity.
I know Debbie Swanky wants to go. She's been emailing.
Oh, good. No, I'm serious. If somebody brings a sewing machine, I'll make a quilt. I won't make a complicated one, but I'll make a quilt.
I
Raffle it off, and then the proceeds can go to charity.
Yeah, I could bring a sewing machine in that big van.
Yeah. I'm not going to fly with one. I could, but I'm not going to.
Are we swinging by Australia? No, but you could
Of
fly
course,
in.
Deborah.
Well,
I'm gonna
the
rent in
airport.
a jet.
We'll pick
I
you up from the
pick up
airport.
you in the way, then Robbie, then the US.
Do you want to go,
Well-
Ellen? Where are you located? Are you on the East Coast where we could swing by and pick you up easily?
Yeah.
Or where are you? Or would you fly into
from
an
LaGuardia,
area
everybody.
airport?
We'll pick you up at the airport.
It's Bink. Just fly into the airport and we'll drive
LaGuardia.
down with you. Fly in, coordinate it with Sharon.
Yeah.
I will push your wheelchair, Gail.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay. You going to come, Alicia?
Of course.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That'll be
I'm
fun.
gonna show my legs with the
Are you
rumbler.
talking about
rumbler
little
red.
the love notes, lady? Foxy and the Boxy. Okay, good. It's Bink. We're probably gonna have a sale tomorrow too. It's Bink. Nicole's got a lot of good stuff.
We can't put 15 people in that van. We got to have room for stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe
Literally.
there's another type of vehicle that might work
We
out
could
better.
put-
I don't know.
6.
Yeah,
And everybody contribute like $50 each direction, and that should cover the gas, wouldn't you think?
probably. Yeah.
$600. That should do it. Maybe
We
not.
got gas in New Jersey for like $3.23. We were like freaking out. Jimmy's
Oh,
like,
good.
seems like old times.
They pump it in New Jersey.
I
don't
know. Yes.
they? Yeah.
It's like a
I
real
heard
treat.
that. I think that they do it in, is it Oregon also or not?
I think so.
Something like
Of
that.
course, we have to pick up Larky.
Well, she could fly
She
in.
has to fly in.
Oh
We
yes.
can- Oregon's kind of not on the way.
I don't know if we could drive that without a CDL, Liza. You know?
What?
A double-decker bus she's talking about.
Oh, no.
Right.
Because then, no.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I'm not driving that. If we're going to drive that, we're going to drive a motorhome at that point. Now, a
Of
motorhome-
course, we have to wear our Crocs.
Of course
Yeah.
we have to we're cool.
We
could
are
rent a
so
motorhome.
cool.
Only the coolest people wear Crocs.
Yeah.
Oh, I have Crocs.
Not like some losers.
I have a high
You wanna
heel
be
Crocs.
cool. You can
You
wear any
really?
kind of Crocs, whether they're high heels,
Of
strappy
course.
sandals. Remember 80s girl? She has those strappy, weren't those Crocs that she had? Those strappy Crocs?
No, you gotta have
You
water
do have a bus
shooting.
license? Okay, Liza.
Liza,
Yeah.
really?
She wants to
Well,
drive
come
a
on.
double-decker bus, but we don't have those really
The other
over
side
here,
of the
but
street, though, okay?
but you
Remember,
could-
always the other side of the
we
road.
are the cool kids. Yeah, we are.
We should rent a motorhome.
Mm-hmm.
We're the crow guy.
Don't need a motel or
Just
hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't find a spot and go to sleep. I can sleep while I'm driving.
No. No, you can't.
I crack myself up sometimes. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Bare feet, Emleebs. Hi, Emleebs. You wear bare feet?
Mm,
Does she have them with the claws in or claws out?
It came as it's
The hairy
bank.
bare feet.
bare feet's good.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd probably
it's
wax them.
bank.
As long as you don't
Funny.
climb on anything out there.
Oh,
Like there's little rock jetty things sticking. I wouldn't climb on those without water shoes.
right. Yeah, you definitely want to wear them because it's kind of
Right.
rough. It's, you
I
know,
don't think they come in a bear size.
What size?
what size?
A bear size.
A bear size?
Bear?
She said she
Oh.
wears bare feet.
Oh, right.
Oh, cute. You are cute. Okay.
Bare feet.
Did you know you can receive free cell phone service?
Kevin's gonna drive.
Is he?
Yeah, we gotta be able to bring all
Watch
kinds
this. I can show you how to get the sweetest.
of chairs.
Chairs? Well, there were
Yeah.
plenty of chairs. We didn't even. Yeah, I did use my chair, but yeah,
You didn't
I did
use
use my
everything you
chair.
brought.
I did use my chair.
I know that you could probably bring half of what you brought last time. I'll bet you.
Well, I don't know if
Close.
I go that far.
Not all of them. All of
Okay,
that, sorry.
I'll say this. I can bring half of what I brought, but not really. But
No.
I could.
You didn't really.
I won't.
You didn't bring that much.
I did going out, but I had less coming back.
Right, because you stopped at the store and got some stuff.
Well, I gave you the quilt. That freed up a whole.
Oh yeah, that freed up a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I remember going camping for one of our outdoor ed trips in college, and we had to take the tents and the esky, and we sort of had to take everything that we needed, like all the food and the clothes, and it was kind of crazy because my mum helped me pack. Now, my mum is like a super ninja, like she's really good at Tetris.
Oh yeah,
And-
Tetris. That's like
Okay.
Rebecca. That she packed our car
Yeah.
like Tetris.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So my mum
Ooh,
packed
Deborah
everything.
Sizos is here.
I got rid of all the food and everything, so I only had empty eskies and all this. Like, I came back with half the amount of stuff, yet I still could not fit it all into the like the things that I had, the suitcase and everything. I don't know how my mum does it.
Oh yeah, some people are just like
it's
that.
always
And
impressive.
Rebecca's like that. She was so great.
I've seen
It's kind of
some.
like sometimes when you open something
Yes,
new out of a box and you can
oh.
never get it back in the same.
Oh, I know. I hate that. You never can get it back in.
No, my husband says I can get 10 pounds of you know what in a 5-pound bag. So. I
I'd
know.
be good at it because
I've seen how
managed.
people pack. Some people pack really well, and believe it or not, it's the men who are better packers than the women.
It's not. They just take less.
Yeah.
They just know how to
Well,
pack. I've seen some bad packers too, really bad. But Kevin brought so much stuff. Wow, he can bring a lot of that again.
yeah. Well, they drove.
I know, but I mean, I don't mean he can bring all that food, although those cinnamon buns were really good.
Oh,
but-
Jesus. Kevin is gonna bring the cinnamon roll for everybody.
Well, he brought a lot of honey buns.
Oh, they were good.
Yummy,
I ate
yummy.
them at night and then the middle of the night. I still lost weight, so go figure. By the
I
way,
will pack for
27,
you,
Carolyn.
Robbie.
What?
27.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm still on 25, but sometimes it seems like I think I'd stay a few days on that or a week or so, and then, but I rode my bike again today, so maybe tomorrow
I'm just maintaining, and I lost. I lost more. I don't know why.
Yeah, with me, like it's like I was like 23, then stay there for a while, then 25, and then I'll stay on 25 for a while, and then go down. But usually at least you maintain on that. It's not like just like a water loss or something. It's a real loss, and then you go down
Right.
more. So
Right.
That's good.
It's quite been an adventure for me.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
I haven't exercised. That's the beauty.
You haven't exercised
As
well.
soon as I hit a plateau, that's when I'm going to start exercising.
Oh,
But I haven't exercised at all. Besides walking in the grocery store, that does not count.
well, but I was glad to get biking today because it rained and rained and rained, and then yesterday we went out. But I did a lot of walking actually. Did a lot of walking yesterday, so that was good. You're spatially unaware, huh? You need help? It's pink?
Packing.
Oh,
I mean-
packing.
I think.
I think so. Maybe she doesn't need help with packing. Yes.
Have you gone down that much in size, Carolyn? What size you wear?
Yes. There's certain things that are like too big now. What did I just buy? Yeah, I just bought like in July it went down one size, and then now it's like 2 sizes.
Okay.
What
I
about you?
haven't hit the second size yet. I'm still kind of, but it's not tight.
Right.
That's the difference.
Oh, who's that?
Pardon me.
Cross-eyed Betty is here.
Hey, Betty.
Hey, Betty. Betty's coming in. Cross-eyed Betty.
Robert D. Bobby sits on the lid hoping it was shut, like when she packs her bags. Maybe you should try, sometimes when people go travelling, they take the, those bags you squeeze the air out of?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the vacuum bags.
Yeah.
Not so good for travelling on a plane because you can fit so much, you can become quite heavy. But yeah, when you're traveling like in the car or something, it's a good way to free up some room.
Right.
You can use the large Ziploc bags.
I wonder
too,
if I
roll
put my
and
shells
then-
in them
and
and
then zip
squash them,
shut.
but I'd just be worried that it would not be.
Yeah, I don't want all my stuff wrinkled, although I never looked. Was there an iron there? There had to be.
No,
I'm
but I
thinking.
think.
I
There
can't
mi-
remember if I saw
I
an
don't know.
iron.
There might have been an iron there, but didn't Kevin bring an iron?
Kevin? Oh, maybe he did.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
But was there an ironing board too? Although you can put towels on
Yeah,
the countertop and iron there.
sure.
Robert D. Bob, way to go. She's lost like 10 kilos.
Oh, good for you, Robbie
Oh,
Bob.
what's that translate to pounds? Let me see.
Like 5, 6. Who you got like conversion? Except the tragic thing about her losing 10 kilos is she's trying not to eat bread. She thinks I love bread. I usually find the weight every time someone loses it.
It's 22 pounds. That's good.
22 pounds.
Yeah,
Is 10 kilos. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Catherine Ruffles.
Oh, Rough and Ready's finding it too when people lose weight.
Hi, cross-eyed Betty.
I feel it.
We all lost weight at that house. I don't
Cross-eyed
think
Betty, can you
anybody
say
gained
hi?
weight.
Hi. Cross-eyed Betty. I can hear you rustling around, but I can't hear you saying hello.
She's here. I can see
She's
her.
rustling, but I can't hear her saying hi.
Oh.
Cross-eyed Betty, can you say hi?
Hi, I was trying to learn how to use this. I didn't know how.
Oh, you got it.
Excuse me.
You got it.
Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to use it, and I just learnned how. I didn't know.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you
Bit of
figured
a
it out.
learning curve. Just press buttons.
Well, it was good talking. Thank you. I'll just listen now.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. You love bread, Rubbity Bub? Yeah. All right. I don't know what we... That Lori Vallow thing looks good for next week. Sends
What
it
about
along.
that Letitia Stock? When's she going on trial?
I believe it's in the. Let me see. They postponing it again. They didn't have anything, and it's crazy competency crap and ridiculous. Let me see, but let's see what looks good. We're gonna
Did they
see.
interview her daughter? Did they
What?
interrogate her daughter?
They did, I think, but I don't think anything came of that.
Well, there was an
Yeah,
interview.
yeah, they do.
Her police.
She's one of the witnesses for the prosecution.
Right. She's not involved in
Oh,
that.
she's one of the prosecution's witness?
Yeah, because she went and purchased kind of like the cleanup kit. The mum rang her up and asked her to get it from the shops, and she wasn't there at the time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a prosecution's witness, if I remember correctly.
What's stunning is that didn't she get the carpet replaced the next day?
She was asking about it, but I don't think she ever got it replaced, right? She was asking about it because they said it was burned or something.
I thought she literally replaced it.
I knew she cleaned it.
She tried, but there's still
Yeah.
there were traces.
I think it was more sort of the wax from the candle that got tipped over.
Oh.
I was going to say the reason you guys probably lost weight on your trip was you're getting like regular sleep, like you weren't sort of nocturnal.
Yeah.
No, but Sharon was really on the same thing. She wasn't getting a lot of,
Yeah, because it's actually
for me, it was
important part.
definitely, it was definitely just
Going up and down the steps.
the steps, the walking, the shell collecting.
If you think how many
Each
times
day.
you bent down to pick up a shell.
But it was the
that's what
stairs and then
squats.
carrying everything up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, up and down the
Awful.
stairs.
Awful. That was the one thing, and they're all like that. They all have stairs like that, although some of them seem to be less steep. Our back steps weren't as steep as the front steps.
Right. Yeah.
At least that's the way it felt.
Okay, so let me look.
But I wasn't the only one up all night long.
No.
It's the best way to lose weight, by doing something that you love doing, because you don't really notice it. And
Oh no, I could have been there all day. I just loved
We
it.
were only eating once a day,
Yeah.
and there was all kinds of snacks. I mean, we all bought tons of snacks, and most of them did not get eaten. So
Makes you wonder how much we eat out of boredom.
Well, it does, doesn't it? Good point.
Or just
so
have
let's
it.
see, I'm trying to see.
Yeah, it's just there. You reach and you go, oh boy, chips.
That we've seen, that we've seen, that we've seen, that we've seen.
That's how I lost a lot of weight. Was I think they called it mindfulness, like mindful eating, and just paying attention to what I actually was eating.
Beware
Yeah, and
of
chasing around after
Slender
two
Man.
little ones. Got to do it too.
Okay, so beware of the Slender Man. We haven't seen, I don't think, and it says born on the Something Awful forums in the 2010s. It says Slender Man quickly became a widespread symbol of homegrown internet horror. Sadly, his legacy will always be intertwined with the unfortunate story of Anissa Weier and Morgan Geyser. The documentary details how the duo stabbed their friend, Peyton Lautner, 19 times and left her for dead in the woods. In the latter half of the documentary, it's shown how the two, despite their young age, were tried and convicted as adults for their actions. It's a fascinating and sobering look at not only the rise of the Slenderman myths, but also of an unfortunate crime. Now, is that the one that we went over that one time about the girls that lured her out of the house? How many girls stabbed their friend like that?
There's a new one on Netflix.
Oh, and then there's Girl in the Picture. That's everybody's telling that about. A woman named Tanya Hughes is found dying on a roadside, ostensibly the victim of a hit-and-run accident, but when authorities conduct a standard investigation into foul play, they don't find any evidence of murder. They do uncover a massive web of awful crimes and secrets that go back decades. Girl in the Picture unfolds slowly as it works backwards, piecing together the complicated identity of Hughes and her disturbing relationship with her dangerous husband, and then there's the extra alarming wrinkle of how the 2-year-old son of Hughes disappeared along with his father after that car accident. Uh-oh, we lost somebody. Cross-eyed Betty.
Oh, no, she left earlier.
John Wayne Gacy. This is what the one my son said. John Wayne Gacy, Devil in Disguise on Peacock. That's the one he said was really good.
That'd be good to watch that one.
Lady in the Dale, we've seen that. Lula Rich on Amazon Prime. I guess that's about the LuLaRoe people. We've seen that. McMillions and LuLaRoe would honestly make a great double feature. It goes into detail about an incredible scam run amok. It's far from graphic or disturbing, but it definitely excels due to its exemplary editing and stimulating subject matter. Oh, I remember that. No, we saw that. That's about the McDonald's scams. Okay. Murder Among the Mormons on Netflix. Let's see. The Mystery of D.B. Cooper. Night Stalker. The Puppet Master. The Puppet Master Hunting the Ultimate Con Man on Netflix. Story of a con artist as audacious as he is deceptive. In 1993, a bartender named Rob convinced a British college student that he was actually an M15 agent. A friend's suicide was related to a campus terrorist's cell, and they had to hit the road for their own safety. Flash forward to a few years and miles away to the Clifton family, where divorced Sandra was romantically... Hold on, my contact is going crazy. Was romanced by a rich guy named Dave, who bought her a car and drove a wedge between her and her grown children. Spoiler, Rob and Dave are the same guy, and he's not in prison. That sounds really good. 3 episodes. Isn't that? The Puppet Master Hunting the Ultimate Con Man.
It does sound really interesting watching the con ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I've
so.
seen that. It's pretty good.
You have? Hmm. Hold on a second. What did they say? That was on Netflix, right? Yes. Deidre? Who's Deidre? Is that Deidre Realtor? Did she become a member again? Oh, look. Isn't that funny? Oh, you're so funny, Deidre. Oh, you're very bored. You're very bored. Your friend. Oh,
Yeah, she is.
they're very bored. It's not that they put Deidre's name on it. Isn't that nice to do to you, Deidre?
That's not nice.
No, it's not. They're not nice people.
But while I'm thinking of it, you need to appoint a couple
Yeah,
co-hosts.
watch your movie, people.
And they sure made fun of the other woman too, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're good friends.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
good people to be
Very
around.
loyal to each other.
Yeah, so sweet.
It'll
So
happen.
sweet.
Give 'em some
So sweet. Such
So beautiful
sweethearts.
friends.
Such sweethearts.
until-
Okay, let's see here now. Is this the one I'm looking at? Let's see. Okay, so I've got a Netflix on. Let me see. I'm going to get this, cue this up and see if this comes up. What did it
Appoint a
say?
couple co-hosts, Carolyn, because.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's wrong with all you guys. How come nobody's co-hosting?
I think they're asleep, maybe?
You haven't made me one.
I'm not special enough. I didn't pay my dues.
Hold on a minute. The Puppet Master. Okay, I found it. I found the Puppet Master.
We didn't pay our cult dues, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
let me
jeez. Right, Nicole.
well,
What's the Puppet Master about?
make a co-host. Yes. Make a co-host. Yes. Make a co-host.
Liza.
Yes. Make a
Liza.
co-host.
How are you?
Hello, I just changed devices.
Make a co-host.
Oh, I
Yes.
see. Everybody but me.
Make a co-host. Yes.
Kia ora. Robert, hi.
Hi,
Kia ora,
Deborah
Kali
Sizes.
Bob.
How are you?
Hi, Robert D. Bob. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Hi.
Hi. Okay,
Hi there.
I'm going to go in and end the live and let them know that we're going to go to the, remember, Patreon movie night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Whoops.
Liza.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everyone.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Peace, love, and light to all.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Love and prayers for all. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Let me see how
Bye.
gotta end this the right way. I'm not.
Bye. Good night.
Hold on a minute. I've got to end this.
I know.
Thought I was in there. And that string. Oops. And that. And that. No,
Work
wait.
it away, Liza.